What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about KRL today, KRYLL. This is one that I forget who requested it. But it was like weeks ago they were talking about it, and I wrote it down on my little handy-dandy notebook here to keep it in my mind because I really like this chart, you guys. I think that this thing could do well, and what I've got here, I've got a line. Right, it's an info line. I've just been using the info line today for whatever reason, but all this stuff over here, it's the information behind the line. You don't need to know it. Like, who cares? It's at a 32-degree pitch, 107 bars that it's been drawn, which is irrelevant because it's just drawn however. So don't pay attention to this. What I'm trying to do is really just draw a line here that best fits from these low points to these low points here. Right, you can see I drew it pretty damn tight, and projecting out, if we continued this trend, where we would be by the end of the year, okay, by the end of 2025. And that gives us a nice little target, a little focal point right there at $2.43. It's worth 67 cents now. We are in May, right? We are in the middle of May, and I'm talking about a 254% increase potentially at a minimum from the current price by the end of the year, right? That to me, that just sounds awesome, bro. That really sounds awesome. We look at the chart for what it is beyond all the projections, and we'll go into more projections in a second. But bearish, soft curve, very, very, very soft curve. Low here, slightly lower low, and this is still just a slight lower low than that, right? We're at our lowest. We're at 23.65 cents. Here you're at 19.23 cents. I mean, I guess percentage wise that is a little bit more than just a little bit, but it's not like a dramatically lower low. And the reaction that you've had off of this area has been phenomenal, both in the sense of price but also in the sense of volume, right? You saw a lot of volume coming in to sell. Now you're seeing volume come in to buy, and you're getting that steeper pitch, or that steeper slope now, but instead of down, it's to the upside. So if we were to maintain this trajectory, by the end of the year, the minimum price target would potentially be 254% from the current price. But that's the minimum. That's, again, this line is drawn from the bottom. Okay, so that would be the minimum. Truthfully, we could expect to see prices that are at 400% by the end of the year, 600%, 500% by the end of the year. We could see new all-time highs by the end of this year. If we take the relative high here to the low that we have, all-time high to all-time low, you had one interaction with the 618, and what you're doing right now is actually very bullish. If you look at the 382, finding support after rejecting your 618, finding support on your 382 is such a classic maneuver to make. Even finding support on your 0.5 is classic as well, but this is a really nice move to make. Even had 382 resistance back here, 236 support up to your 618 and back. It's stair stepping. It looks beautiful. If and when you break above $1.44, I would expect that you're going to make a straight shot up to $2.48, $3.43, and I would believe that this next move up that you have, which will likely start soon, because I don't expect you to break this trend. So this week or next week, you're going to start working your way up, which would mean that potentially, this month to like 2 months away from now, potentially this month to July, we would likely see prices above this high here at $1.65. So prices above $1.65 by, let's just say, this time in July. It'd be like literally actually at this exact trajectory, essentially. That's 262%. That's more than the minimum given target that I was talking about, right? And that could happen by July, right, for this thing. And this is just all based off the trajectory. I don't know everything about this coin. Again, I don't actually own any myself. Before I purchase any, I will read the white paper. I will determine if it's right for me, as I would recommend all of you do. If there's not a white paper, then I will do all my research on it besides that. Again, I don't even know if there's a white paper. I don't know enough about this coin on a fundamental level to know if I even want to invest in it, right? All I know is the technical level, and it looks really good to me, and that makes me want to invest in it. For sure it does. But before I invest in any coin, any stock, any whatever, I like to have a little bit of knowledge on it. That's just me personally, not a financial advisor, not financial advice. You guys do what you want to do, but I think it's always good. If you can't if somebody asks you a question, right? If you were to invest in this and they were asking you, what do they do? And you're like, I don't know. That just sounds dumb to me, you know. And I don't. It sounds silly. That sounds like I don't like to use the word dumb. It sounds silly, right? It's very, very silly for anybody to put money that they're hoping to change their life with, or even if you're trying to have fun with it. Like why put it in something you don't know anything about? I suppose you don't know. It's not that you don't know anything. As of now, you know the chart looks kind of good, actually. Actually does look kind of good beyond even these indicators. You look at the RSI, you've got lower lows cooling off in your RSI, still maintaining above the 50, but promoting higher lows throughout the price. It's a beautiful combination. It looks really good. It looks very healthy in my opinion. But if you don't know, you're not even getting oversold. You're getting overbought, but you hate, like, it's so strong. It's amazing. It's really great. It's a weird looking chart, kind of, but it's strong. Definitely can't deny that it's strong. But before I put my money into it, I'm definitely going to read into it. I think that that's what everybody should do, if anybody's looking to put money in this thing. But I will let you guys know if I make a purchase on this and when I make a purchase on this. If I do, it'll probably be this week or next week, but I'll let you know. I'll make a video on it. I'll definitely hit up the Discord as well. I always hit up the Discord, and I try to put it on x.com as well. But let's see. What was I going to say? Daily basis here. The daily RSI is a bit weak. It's not the best in comparison, but the fact that you wouldn't even get oversold and you're holding an area that you've found support on time and time again, that's a testament of strength in my opinion. Especially you have no problem being overbought, but you just hate being oversold. Yes, you're below the 50 a lot right now, but that's okay. The fact that you've rejected this area a few times and you still can't even get oversold is phenomenal. So my biggest request for this coin would be, don't get a lower low, stay above this green line, and in the next couple weeks start working your way up. You don't have to, I do think that you've probably already found your low. Let's get that line drawn back on there. Oh, too many lines. I do think that you've found your low already, but as far as like interacting with this line goes, I would just like to see you hold above like 63 cents. As long as you're holding, really probably like 62 cents. As long as you're holding above that, you're at 67 now, I think you'll be fine. And inevitably, guys, with the current trajectory, this is all based off of a very new chart, a very young chart, but based off of its current path that it's taking, that it's been on since October of last year. I'm assuming that this next interaction with the 61869 level will provide a breakout, and the minimum target after that breakout of this level, this range, is the 786, which is at $2.48. We could even go up to $3.43, and from the current price, that is a movement of 268% to potentially 409%, and that could genuinely happen by July. It could happen. I doubt that prices up there would happen by the end of this month, but you can see that when this thing moves up, it does like to do it relatively fast, right? From this low to this high here, it took a little bit of time, but still, right there to there, that was 9 weeks, okay? So about 2 months. And you moved up from low to high, you moved up 210%, right? I'm only asking for like the same thing, just with a little bit more growth, I suppose. But if it's May now, June, July, maybe a stronger reading, and we have gotten a stronger reading already. I don't know. Maybe we've cooled down enough and we're ready for that next read. We really could see a stronger reading than this past move. Even I keep saying stronger reading. We could get a stronger move based off these strong readings. We could get a stronger move than our past move. So maybe we reach for 248. Maybe we don't even stop there. We hit 343, or maybe we don't even stop there. And in fact, breaking through the 618, breaking through this zone right here between $1.44 and $1.82. If we break through this on the second attempt, that was our first attempt, came down. This is our second attempt. Likely, you would see the price not stop at the 786, 886, but excel past it. And when I say that, I don't mean that you would just go straight through it on the first attempt. You could. It's possible. This isn't going to help us as far as determining whether we do find turbulence or not. I would just say that it's very common to find turbulence on your 786 to 886 zone. You break through your 618 zone on the second attempt. Yes, the end result, the end destination might be here, but you still might find turbulence in this area at first. Come back to this area, find support, something like that. So just because you find resistance in this area doesn't mean that it's all over, is all I'm trying to say. Just something to be aware of. Okay, so if you're looking to make a short-term play, if you're feeling the FOMO and you want to buy, maybe wait to buy at lower prices, however you want to take it. Just always accept the possibility that we could be on a nonstop track up, but given the current trajectory, I could see us gaining speed, gaining momentum, and maybe perhaps breaking this line to the upside, but I just couldn't see us reaching all the way up there. I mean, anything can happen. Who cares what I see or don't see? We could drop all the way down to zero. And I keep saying we, but I don't even own any of this coin. I just plan on buying some, so I'm like a bandwagon fan, right? Anyways, guys, I think this coin might be worth looking into. I'm going to look into it. I'll probably do a more like fundamental analysis video on it at some point. And yeah, always do your own research. Don't just take my word for it or anybody's word for it, unless you've come to the conclusive decision on your own that you can, trust what someone's saying. But hopefully you're not just taking one person's word. You're going around, and getting a consensus. Based on the TA, based on the charts, I really do like this coin, and that's what attracted me in the beginning. So I think that it is kind of a last call. I think that given the next week or two, definitely by the end of this month, I would expect that we are going to be moving up higher. So if you're wanting to buy below 70 cents, below 67 cents even, this might be your last kind of opportunity before things really get cooking. So who knows though, man? I might read into this or look into this more and be like, you guys stay away. What was I thinking? I don't know though. It seems good to me, man. Can I find? Isn't there something? Tokenomics right here. Nope. I kind of want to look into it now since I got you guys. Have I looked into it before? KRYLL.io. Web3 AI sidekick. Okay, so it's an AI coin for Web3. White paper. It says KRYLL 3 though. I think it's the same one. It looks the same. It's got the so tokenomics is what I'm curious about. I'll read all this on my own. I'm not going to bore you guys with it, but I am going to look at the tokenomics. So let's just see here. Did I pause the music? I did. I don't even know if I played it for this video. That's cool, but where is your token allocations? That's what I want to see, man. No. Oh, you don't even have token allocations available? I hate that. See, that already turns me off from this. I hate that. Why can't I know your token allocation? I get it right here. I get that we have a little bit of it, a little bit of a peer into it, but I want to know how much did the team keep? How much was gone to marketing, to developing, to not inside traders, but early traders, early investors, whatever. Pre-sale stuff. Was there a pre-sale? I don't know. This doesn't tell me that. This only tells me that the circulating supply is 36.5 million, and the full supply, the total supply, is 49.4 million. This is lame. Tokenomics, yes. KRYLL token. Okay, that's cool that you say all that, but this is just so bland. There's all these words, and what are they even telling you? I hate this. I'm talking about putting money in something that I hate. I will still likely buy this thing, you guys, honestly. just because it's on Coinbase. If it was on Mexi or Gate.io, you know, I probably would think different. But it's on Coinbase and KuCoin, so that gives me a little sense of comfort. But I say that, and there are times where Coinbase definitely has scams as well. I don't know, man. I don't like, you got your roadmap, that's cool. You guys, roadmaps are cool and all, but if they're not actually keeping up with it, or their goals are just mundane, they're like getting listed on an exchange, like that's not a good roadmap. You want, even if their roadmap is like designed for something to happen in 2023, but it happens in 2024. As long as it's happening, that's okay. Like you want to see progress, even if it doesn't happen on time. That can actually be a good thing too. So, I got all distracted though, man. With roadmaps, they're mostly just BS. It's like a bunch of promises, and it's like, take a dump in one hand, put your promises in another. Tell me which one happens first. You know, that's how it is with a lot of these cryptos. I'll tell you what you're going to receive first. It's not the promises that these guys lay out. Well, let's see. Unless they're like mundane, like get listed on an exchange. Token support on base. Well, I would hope so. You're listed on Coinbase. I would hope that's kind of like just like a. But I don't know, man. I'm reading stuff that I'm going to read later anyways. I'm talking a little bit too much. So anyways, guys, KRYLL, not so excited about what I've read so far, but I am excited about the charts. So who knows? Maybe it's past me. Maybe it's beyond me. Maybe there are things that are not being said on this website. But there is money that's being said behind closed doors. People are in the know. Who knows? I don't know. But as far as this chart goes, it has me interested, and that's enough, man. That is really enough for me. So I don't know. Look into it yourselves. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.